Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen. Thanks so much for stopping by and starting off your week with me. I'm here to share a couple things with you today. We are going to do a really cool card that I don't know if it's a technique. I don't really know what to call it, but we are going to play with the blending brushes, which everyone is in love with. So I'm going to show you a fun little blending technique with that. But first of all, always got to do a little bit of housekeeping so you guys know what's going on, keep you in the know. Keep in mind that our chicks are here. And let's get them on camera here. So we do have our chicks. They showed up for February. Now they will be with us until the end of June. Hey Chick made a comeback. She is a 2017 Saleabration offering, but was so popular she decided to come back and hang out for a little bit longer and bring her special set of dies along with her. So yay, die cuts to go with our chickens. Birthday Chick came along too, and she has, oh, where's her dies? Here they are. She's got a set of dies as well. Now, as I said, these guys came out in February, so I've been hanging out and playing with them and having some fun. And I decided to offer for the month of February, when you purchase either bundle, you're going to get a make and take kit. So you're going to get everything you need to create these cards based on which kit you buy or which bundle you buy, either Hey Chick or Hey Birthday Chick, or go ahead and get them both, and then you get all the cards. So you're going to get everything that you need to create these cards. Now remember, you're going to stamp and die cut yourself, but I will have everything cut and prepped and ready to go, so you can whip through these cards in no time. So we've got some for our Birthday Chick, then we've got some for Hey Chick as well. So we have some cute cards here for you to create. So I'm sure you're going to love them. That's my special offer just through February 28th, friends. So if you're thinking about the chicks, now's the time to grab them because we're still in celebration, which means they're about $43 or $44, I think, for the bundle. Add a little something else along with it, maybe some adhesive, maybe some cardstock, maybe some designer paper. Bump up to $50. You're going to get something for free from Saleabration, as well as get the PDF and the make and takes to do these super cute cards. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can check out the information in the description of this video. Also, guys, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm here every single Monday to hang out with you guys and share some Stampin' fun. So make sure you subscribe, and that way you won't ever miss out on anything. And also check out my mailing list link, so that way when anything happens, you're the first to know about it. So real quick, I want to remind you guys that Saleabration is winding down. It is only 2 months long this time. Normally it runs January through March, but it is going to end on February 28th. That's soon, y'all. February is flying by. So I want to make sure that you guys remember that you have until February 28th. Now the cool thing is we have 2 celebrations this year. So we'll have another celebration coming with our holiday mini catalog, which is awesome. So, but for this one right now, this one's going to end on the 28th. So I want to make sure you guys come on over for the final countdown. It's time to say goodbye to some of our favorite celebration items. So head on over to my Jody Brechbill Stampin' Queen Facebook page. I will be there every single day at 10 a.m. sharing a video with you. Some will be live, some may be recorded because I am going away on a retreat. Yes, I'm so excited. My first retreat since COVID came to town. Well, that's not true. We did gather and had a retreat in October right before Christmas, and it was fantastic, but I have not been stamping since October. So, I mean, stamping with my friends. So I'm super excited that I'm going to go away for a weekend and just enjoy myself. Still staying safe, but still enjoying myself with my friends. So February 22nd to the 28th, 7 days, we're gonna count down to our favorite items in Saleabration. So join me over on Jody Brechbill's Stampin' Queen Facebook page. All right, kids, I wanna share this super cool card with you. And I forgot to write down my dimensions. Shoot. Anyway, I'm going to have to tell you what they are. So we've got a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 early espresso. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. That's our card base. So I am going to fold that in half. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla for the inside. So that's cut, make sure I have the right one, 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4, that goes on my inside. So I will use that one later when I want to stamp my sentiment or write my message to my friend. Then I have a piece of Very Vanilla that is 5 by 3 3/4. This is what we're going to work with today. But then I grabbed a layer of soft suede. And my soft suede layer, let me do some quick math in my head, is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So I just wanted a tiny little bit of an edge there, just a tiny little edge. So that will come into play a little bit later. So I'm going to grab, I just have a piece of scrap paper here. I was playing blends before, and hopefully that'll be okay. That's not wet, so that's okay. So what I'm going to do is grab my blending brushes. So I've got my 3 colors here that I chose, and I am going to use Crumb Cake, Soft Suede, and Early Espresso. And I noticed when I brought them over that my brushes got messed up, but it seems like it's okay. These brushes are fantastic, everybody. They come in a pack of 3. You can easily rinse them out and the ink just comes right out of them. They're so soft. There's about 80 gazillion bristles here. So it makes blending so much fun. I was concerned about my colors being mixed up, but they won't be. So I'm going to start, as always, when I do blending, I always start light to dark. And my kind of goal is that I want to almost kind of create like a little bit of a halo. So I'm going to start, my image is going to be down here in the corner. So I'm going to start here and I'm just going to start kind of arcing it. So what I do is I kind of tap and rub a little bit and pick some ink up with my bristles, and then I start off on my paper. Okay, so I want to make sure that I don't have that big dark. So then I just start blending. And you can see how it's going to be darker down in the corner and it's going to kind of go lighter, almost ombre. Then I can go back in and add more, but I always like to start on my scrap and just work it from there. And I'm doing kind of circle-y motions so that it's blending and bleeding together. I just love these brushes. Now I will say the last I checked, they were on back order. They are super, super popular. I don't think for too long. I was feeling like maybe end of February, beginning of March, we were going to get them. So I'm not too concerned about them being on back order. We have another shipment on the way. So I'm going to go dark down here in this corner so that I can keep on going light. And that's again with Crumb Cake. Now, I'm not going to do the whole thing because I want to do some darker colors here. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's switch over to Soft Suede. And I'm going to do the same thing, pick up a little bit of the ink, start off here, and then I'm just going to start bleeding it in. And it's kind of subtle. I mean, it really just like an ombre type of look. Can always go on and add more color. You can't take color off. So I always like to go light, and then I can always go back in and darken it up a little bit if I need to. Alrighty. So now I'm going to bring in my darkest color, which is my Early Espresso. And we're going to hit that right there in that corner. Now this one's really dark. So like I said, I can always go lighter and add more dark in if I want. Just kind of doing those circle motions. And then I'm kind of going like an arc almost, because that's what I wanted it to be. And I did it again. I got ink right there on my thumb and I put it right there. That's from when I opened the pad. but it's okay because that's exactly where my stamp is going to go. Oops. Oh, I don't want to do that. Alrighty. So I'm going to keep that open because I've got this stamp. And this is from Corner Bouquet. This, in all honesty, guys, this one did not jump out at me. It was just one that I was like, oh, that's kind of pretty. But then I started seeing all the samples on Pinterest, and they are super, super gorgeous. And it is really pretty whenever we do some embossing with it. I was thinking maybe I had a sample. I embossed it in white on Seaside Spray. It was really pretty, but I don't see my sample laying around here. Anyway, this one I fell in love with. Who knew? And then I also grabbed a touch of ink. That's a Saleabration item as well. So this one is free with a $100 purchase. This one is free with a $50 purchase up until the end of February. But I just wanted one of the sentiments out of this one. So I've got this big giant Corner Bouquet here, and I'm going to ink that up with my Early Espresso ink, and we're just going to stamp that here in the corner. And actually that stamp should cover right up to where my little thumbprint was. There we go. Now I'm going to do, I picked Hello Friend, and I'm going to ink that up in the Early Espresso as well. And just stamp that right here, right on my card base. Now you can see where I did that little bit of a crease. I had a little, it kind of curled a little bit or bent a little bit whenever I was doing my blending. But I'm going to use my adhesive that will hold it down, and I'm going to do a little ribbon right here. So I grabbed the faux suede ribbon. This is in our annual catalog. Gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. It's maybe cotton. Oh, I have a sneeze coming. It's like a maybe cotton ribbon, but it almost looks very suede, and it's so soft. The other thing I did was grab the antique corners and slides, and I grabbed a little slide. Now I'm looking here. I'm going to need glue dots. I did bring them with me. I was thinking that I didn't. So what I'm going to do is just grab a little slide here, and I'm going to put my ribbon through there. And I can always move it then wherever I choose. Let's go ahead and attach this to my card base though. So I've got that piece of soft suede. So I'm going to attach that. There we go. And then I'll just do some adhesive on the back so that I can add that ribbon. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to add, I think, 2 glue dots to this. I was having trouble with it not wanting to lay real flat on the card, and I tried 1 glue dot and it didn't really stay. So I'm going to try 2 glue dots this time around. Go and see if that will stick a little bit better. Tack that around the back side, and then we can attach this to our card base. There we go. Beautiful. That's all there is to it. Now, I think what I'm going to do is just take a little snippet of ribbon here, and I'm just going to tie a little knot right above my belt buckle. There we go. And then I'll just trim that down. And such a pretty, simple, easy card. And then of course I'll stamp my sentiment then when I know who I'm sending it to. So there we go, friends. Blending brushes and Corner Bouquet. They are awesome together. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you guys know when I am here stamping for you. And also join my mailing list so that you know when we've got specials and promotions and classes to go, all kinds of good stuff. So have a great week, you guys. Thanks so much for visiting with me. Happy stamping.